gonna be a little delayed. A little bit longer, cause I got on the wrong shirt. I'm thinking it's Ujima. Ujima. Oh my God. Let's go. Y'all gonna groove to some good sound. The Gye-Nyame Journey Archive.
Let's go out to all my sisters, unappreciated or not. Cause I just wanna let you know you got going on, sister. Halik, I'll call you peeking cause your skin tone sandy. Intoxicating lips reminding alcoholic of brown brandy. Of the gallon in your love, many men dream of wallowing. But look at you and most brothers got a hard time swallowing. No need for blushing, I tell them kids hushing. Tone it down a bit, Senorita was about to say something. A stealth bomber could have a hard time following your curves. And a minister wouldn't dare repeat the words of what I do to you. Performing tricks like Houdini, the freaks come out at night. I take you to the point where you hear voices whispering, coming to the light. Your walk is music when I'm looking at your grooves. Your tongue is lotion on my back. It's soothe, sugar, let's make moves. I want you closer to my body than my epidermis, keeping me warmer than a thermos and causing flames like a furnace. I pour you Miss Jones because I got a Jones and my loyons for you, sister. You got it going on. To my sweet pecan Rican, you got it going on. To my caramel thunder, you got it going on. To my chocolate wonder, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. You're all I need. You got what I need. Don't you let them call you weed, you're a lotus. Method put it straight, sweet, you're all I need. Bow legs and kegs, soft but firm enough to hold eggs. During a 10K run, and you won't break one. I saw your ex-man, I mentioned your name, he said Lord. Being with you was the closest thing he had to his God. I asked him why'd he break it off, he couldn't handle your religion. You wanted doves and all he had to offer you was pigeon. You're soft-spoken but you're well represented. Your smile's a full moon on dark skin that becomes accented. I look at you and see stars from being dazed. Brothers ask to hit the brown sugar cause my eyes is all glazed. I sit back for a minute, laugh and chuckle, cause thoughts of you gripping me like a palm has got me harder than a knuckle. Your love full blown, overshadowing like an eclipse. Your tongue is mother's milk between ebony lips. Watch them hips. I wipe my brow because sweat starts to dripping on your Arab dairy sugar. I can hardly get a grip. Now I call you Miss Jones because I got a Jones and my loyons for you, sister. You got it going on. To my sweet pecan Rican, you got it going on. To my caramel thunder, you got it going on. To my chocolate wonder, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. You're all I need. You got what I need. You're all I need. You got what I need. Check it out, y'all. Razia, your loving is crazy. You drain the most active men to be in couch potato lazy. His ways in the breeze like the island trees. Your length represents a strength on the power to the 10th. We get together and go on to the break of dawn. Ginseng and bananas enhance the way that I perform. Lukewarm whispers in my ear calm the savage storm. And every time you make me let off, it's like I'm being reborn. You blow up the spot and make it hotter than the Bahamas in hell. When you express yourself like the Rebel X. Man, she give me what I need, I mean. She my private free gig, my own personal schemes. Don't get me wrong, she's all woman and no oh. But when it comes down to bedtime, she's just down for a little more than the money in the middle. And expresses her love for me in more ways than fruit combinations of Skittles. On her stomach, behind her thighs, got me hung like men in cloth. Sometimes I smack her on the cheeks just to let her know who's boss. I call her quarter cause she's always got my back in any season and down for all reasons. Now I call you Miss Jones because I got a Jones and my loyons for you, sister. You got it going on. I call you Miss Jones because I got a Jones and my loyons for you, sister. You got it going on. To my sweet pecan Rican, you got it going on. To my caramel thunder, you got it going on. To my chocolate wonder, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. You're all I need. You got what I need. You're all I need. You got what I need. To my sweet pecan Rican, you got it going on. To my caramel thunder, you got it going on. To my chocolate wonder, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. You're all I need. You got what I need. You're all I need. You got what I need.
I can't come on the show all wrinkled up, family, so I got to go on and get the iron out. Had the wrong shirt, so bear with us for a moment. We will be broadcasting soon, but go on and enjoy the sounds. That was Riz. You Got It Going On. No, You All I Need by Riz. Of course, produced by Storm 9000. Gotta say it with some authority. Storm 9000.
Check this out.
What's up, y'all? Stop the violence is the name of the scene.
Oops.
This brother come to kick some reality. Black on black
Oh,
crime,
man, y'all gonna have to hear that again.
Cause you're killing one another with a
Hold on. Might be able to do something about that. All right. So I refuse to come on here wrinkled up. So I'm getting my shirt ready. So family, I apologize for the setback, but let me go and do it. Of course, you know we gotta do the commercials. So let's go on and get y'all back over.
Yo, this go out to all my sisters.
We here though.
Appreciate it or not, cause I just wanna let you know you got it going on, sister. Halik, I'll call you beacon cause your skin tone sandy. Intoxicating.
Let me get back to that iron.
Alcoholic of brown brandy. Of the gallon in your love, many men dream of wallowing. But look at you and most brothers got a hard time swallowing. No need for blushing. I told them kids hushing, tone it down a bit. Senorita was about to say something. A stealth bomber could have a hard time following your curves. And a minister wouldn't dare repeat the words of what I do to you. Performing tricks like Houdini. The freaks come out at night. I take you to the point where you hear voices whispering, coming to the light. Your walk is music when I'm looking at your grooves. Your tongue is lotion on my back and soothe. Sugar, let's make moves. I want you closer to my body than my epidermis, keeping me warmer than a thermos and causing flames like a furnace. I call you Miss Jones because I got a Jones and my loyons for you, sister. You got it going on. To my sweet pecan Rican, you got it going on. To my caramel thunder, you got it going on. To my chocolate wonder, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. You're all I need. You got what I need. Indonesia. Don't you let them call you weed, you're a lotus. Method put it straight, sweet, you're all I need. Bow legs and kegs, soft but firm enough to hold eggs. During a 10K run, and you won't break one. I saw your ex-man, I mentioned your name, he said, Lord. Being with you was the closest thing he had to his God. I asked him why'd he break it off, he couldn't handle your religion. You wanted doves and all he had to offer you was pigeon. You're soft-spoken, but you're well-represented. Your smile's a full moon on dark skin, that becomes accented. I look at you and see stars from being dazed. Brothers ask to hit the brown sugar, cause my eyes is all glazed. I sit back for a minute, laugh and chuckle, cause thoughts of you gripping me like a palm has got me harder than a knuckle. Your love full blown, overshadowing like an eclipse. Your tongue is mother's milk between ebony lips. Watch them hips. I wipe my brow because sweat starts to dripping on your Arab dairy sugar. I can hardly get a grip. Now I call you Miss Jones because I got a Jones and my loyons for you, sister. You got it going on. To my sweet pecan Rican, you got it going on. To my caramel thunder, you got it going on. To my chocolate wonder, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. You're all I need. You got what I need. You're all I need. You got what I need. Check it out, y'all. Razia, your loving is crazy. You drain the most active men to be in couch potato lazy. His ways in the breeze like the island trees. Your length represents the strength on the power to the 10th. We get together and go on to the break of dawn. Ginseng annas enhance the way that I perform. Lukewarm whispers in my ear calm the savage storm. And every time you make me let off, it's like I'm being reborn. You blow up the spot and make it hotter than the Bahamas in hell. When you express yourself like the Rebel X. Man, she give me what I need, I mean. She my private free geek, my own personal schemes. Don't get me wrong, she's all woman and no oh, but when it comes down to bedtime, she's just down for a little more than the money in the middle, and expresses her love for me in more ways than fruit combinations of Skittles. On her stomach, behind her thighs, got me hung like men in cloth. Sometimes I smack on the cheeks just to let her know who's boss. I call her quarter cause she's always got my back in any season and down for all reasons. Now I call you Miss Jones because I got a Jones and my loyons for you, sister. You got it going on. I call you Miss Jones because I got a Jones and my loyons for you, sister. You got it going on. To my sweet pecan Rican, you got it going on. To my caramel thunder, you got it going on. To my chocolate wonder, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. You got what I need. You're all I need. You got what I need. To my sweet pecan Rican, you got it going on. To my caramel thunder, you got it going on. To my chocolate wonder, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. You're all I need. You
this out.
What's up, y'all? Stop the violence is the name of the scene. This brother come to kick some reality. Black on black crime must cease to stop. Cause you're killing one another with a gun for a rock. And on the other hand, you got the Ku Klux Klan promoting all your brothers cause you're killing your own man. Stupidity. Yes, you think you reign supreme. I got a question. What's up with MLK's dream? A dream that a real man died for. We need to stop the violence and put our needs to the floor. And respect one another cause it's God's way. Cause now in the day, they think it's premeditated. I'm crazy, but I know that's where you're living. Well, if you don't do violence, they say that you're tripping. And you're tripping and you don't do the wrong start. Then act like you know, and give me thirst from the heart. Let's go to school, get a degree, and be a role model. You never know in the future that you could be somebody's idol. Stop the violence, grab a hand, cause peace is the master plan. So let me ask you this, yo, are we in there? Pump it up one time, increase the peace. 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 Increase. I'm about to kick who I'm about, stopping violence. Steady as I fit this and give me silence, yo. I knew a brother who used to deal a dime, sell a few quarters, just a 9, he was rolling. In other words, climbing. But in my mind, the brother was declining. A straight A student who went straight to an F. Got in a squabble with his brother and he took his life. Damn, he got the juice from killing his blood. The only true person in his life that he loved. Walking through the streets and he got caught by a bullet to the head is what shot. I can't understand why we do what we do. Executing another brother for a new pair of shoes. We need to cease the violence before we start to change. Cause if our children figures out that we're not in the same gang, it's over. With no future to live to, and like us, they'll become recruits too. Where I'm from, it's the same old stuff. Blacks killing blacks, just to show they nuts. Beating one another, you know that's whack. We need to kill the violence, cause if we don't, then we all jack.
Say that one more time.
Then we all jack. Increase the peace. Yeah. Increase the peace. 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 ABC did another brother caught and dead. The first 15 minutes of the news they said around the block another drug called crack rock. It's taking in the children in the future, killing the adult. Just the thought of kids selling. No positive rebelling, trying to make a moon expect to go to heaven. But no, that's not the way it works. It's not a silence, it's a new vocab called stop the violence. There's another flavor, the flavor's called black. It's not called because the candy makes you fat. The thing on my stressing is a thing called black. You better step back before you get attacked. Increase the pace.
Alright, we can officially start the show. I done got the wrinkles out.
Increase the pace.
Oh, it still ain't scout time. I'm confused.
Increase the pace.
It's a shame you can't even walk.
Alright, bear with us, fam. What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
Kabaragani. Bomb Skin & Co. is the true definition of self-care, self-love, and repeat. We are what we create in this life. Bomb Skin & Co. chooses to create something innovative and unforgettable. Check out our website for more information.
Spirit Over Flesh LLC is a wellness-based business where we heal through words. I'm Tiandra. I'm the founding servant leader. It is a Black-owned, woman-owned business that was founded in Ohio, but that can serve the world. Through virtual sessions, either by phone or video conference, we have a conversation. We always start with a 15-minute consult where we just make sure that I learn a little bit about you, you learn some about me, and then we schedule some time to be intentional about your wellness journey. During the time, it's about education and empowerment. You are your own best doctor from within. So I'm literally someone who is just intentional in the space and drawing questions out of you to get you further on your wellness journey. Sessions are typically starting at $80, but if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're going to go ahead and take 20% off. It's about getting you well so that we can be well, right? Kujichagulia and Ujima, collective responsibility. So grateful for the opportunity to support you in your wellness journey. If you're interested, go to my website, spiritoverfleshllc.com. There's a button that says Let's Connect. Fill out the form, and I'll get right back to you. Again, that's spiritoverfleshllc.com. I look forward to supporting you in your wellness journey and healing through words.
Are you heading out of town or have a special occasion? What about birthdays, anniversaries, or reunions? Get the best deals and inexpensive rental car rates, midsize sedans, compact cars, and more. We have a variety of fleet vehicles to accommodate any and all of your rental car needs. Make a reservation today at your local budget rental car on Hamilton Road in Whitehall. Call 614-863-7500.
Happy Kwanzaa. I'm Carla, and my sister Karen and I own Two Natural Sisters. We've been in business for 5 years, and we sell a line of natural bath, body, and candle products. Let's take a look. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, at Two Natural Sisters. All items that are in stock will be shipped within 24 to 48 hours. As a promotional item, we offer a CD of Black romantic poetry of self-love and coupled love, and 50% discount on Sister Locks, Brother Locks by consultant Sapphire Donetta Mahadi. If you have any questions, you can reach us at customercare@twonaturalsisters.com. Enjoy and happy Kwanzaa.
What's going on? My name is Doe. I am the owner and creator of Madeline Gin. Madeline Gin is best described as a celebratory art experience that exudes hella blackness. Initially, the company was founded to provide a luxurious but affordable art experience, and has since transformed itself into something a bit more spiritual. By walking in what I believe to be my truth, I've been able to get in contact with my ancestors and use my platform and my art, my gift, to tell their untold stories. I do that by using different textures, by utilizing different mediums, colors, and just making things pop out so that it's open for interpretation. I love, 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 love creating, and I can't wait to be of service to you. Thank you.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius.
This must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
The Purpose Driven Society is a Black-owned, woman-owned business local to Columbus who creates accessories that have intentional messaging. Our specialty are buttons. Buttons can be worn anywhere, on a shirt, on a book bag, on a hat. The beautiful thing about buttons is that you can change them and switch it up depending on your mood or the day. For Election Day, we wore a very intentional button. On my book bag, my student's book bag, it says, "You are already intelligent. Educate yourself." Buttons are empowering with the messages that we create. Again, we do them very intentionally. At the Purpose Driven Society, we're minding our Black-owned business and hope that you'll help mind ours too by doing business with us. Our buttons go for $3 for one, $5 for two, $7 for three. But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're doing a special where you'll get an assortment of buttons for just $20, and we'll ship anywhere in the country. So again, that's the Purpose Driven Society. We can be reached at thepurposedrivensociety@outlook.com. Send us an email, and we will put together a very intentional bag of buttons for you and ship it straight to your home. Happy Kwanzaa. Thanks for doing business with us.
Intense work meeting, interview, or presentation and impress the people.
Oh, it's time to drink. Family, it's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift and drink it. Come on. Drink that health in. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Come on. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 What? Drink your water. Drink. Drink your water. All right, family. Welcome to the place to be. I am your host, Brother Hatim, and this is the Daily Toast, and I need to remind you that you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Thank you, Anime. I am your host. Already said my name. And of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simba production. All day, every day. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Alright, family. We gonna get into some stuff real quick. And then we gonna move to the toast. Because, you know, of course, I'm running late. I don't won't even explain. Can't even explain. I had absolutely no reason not to get up, you know, but shit, that bed felt so good. Lord have mercy. Lord, I don't know what I'm gonna do once this new mattress get. I don't know. Lord have mercy. But anyway, we gonna go and we gonna move because I want you to see something and I want us to talk about it because I constantly talk to the family about the players, Nguza Saba and how to use Nguza Saba. So, you know, in my studies on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, I go to YouTube Versity. I call it, YouTube Versity. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you got information that's accessible, and because of the plan that I have, I can listen to it and drive. Okay? So I'm able to kind of, experience and learn, and also on the side read the books, and then also get an opportunity to think. And I think all of us need to take some time and do some thinking at times. So I found a book. It's called The Champion's Mind, and it's by an author by the name of Jim Aframo. And there's certain YouTubers who do quick synopsises of books. They break them down. They break it down into like one page where they cover some core ideas, right? And this is the champion's mind state. You know what I'm saying? What makes it possible for a champion to be a champion? And I wanted us to just look at maybe the first 2 minutes of this. The champion's mind, there you go right there. How great athletes think, train, and thrive, right? So I want us to go through the first maybe 1 or 2 minutes because I want to show you what we talk about in Gye-Nyame, because they're going to get into some stuff. I'm going to talk to you about how we used Nguzo Saba to not only improve our lives, but to move forward and build our community. So here we go. I'm going to be stopping and doing some commentary, so bear with me.
Mind by Jim Aframo. The difference between a pedestrian performance and a peak performance begins and ends with your state of mind. Adopting a winning mindset will help you perform at the top of your game and enable you to succeed when you want to succeed the most. Jim Aframo. Jim Aframo is a sports psychologist who has helped dozens of athletes prepare for the Olympic Games.
So he's talking about the Aframo dude. And for those that don't know, peak athletes, top athletes, all have not only physical trainers, but they have mental trainers. As nation builders, as tribe builders, as warriors, as elders, we also need performance critiques. We need individuals who can not only look at the work we're doing, but help us refine what we're doing, right? We need coaching, right? We need coaching. And because for what we're doing, the coaches don't exist, some of us need to become these coaches, right? We need to become these coaches. We need to have nation builders and tribal coaches that can keep us in the proper frame of mind to do nation building, because in order to be a nation builder, you need to be a peak performer. In order to be a warrior, you got to be able to put up a peak performance at all times, especially for what we're doing. What we got popping off is a Herculean task. You know what I'm saying? Many would say impossible, but in Gye-Nyame, impossible just mean it takes a little bit longer. Possible might be a week to 30 days, you know what I'm saying, if we really focus. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's keep it moving.
But you don't need to be training for the next Olympics to use the powerful lessons in this book. If you want to step up and stand out in any competitive environment, be it at work or in sports, you need to think like a champion. When you learn to think like a champion, you'll bring your best self to every intense work meeting, interview, or presentation and impress the people you want to impress most.
We constantly talk about the toast, in part of our toast. What is it that you need to move towards the greatest you, the greater you, being able to operate at a peak level at all times? You know what I'm saying? Of course. Now, let me say this, because in between the presentations, in between the work, in between all that stuff, right? Of course, we're going to have down times. Of course, we're going to have times when we're off. But through our training, through us working, through our principles, through us finding our principles in the world, right? It will enable us to be able to actualize the best of who we are at the moments that it counts, right? We be able to be peak performers when we're doing our meetings. You know what I'm saying? When we're interviewing people to come into, which is something we have to do, and you just can't let anybody in the tribe, just can't let anybody in the village. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to us doing presentation and actually being out in the community doing the work. When we out there, we got to be at our peak performance. Now, let's see what that takes.
Learning to think like a champion will help you or your child perform better in any athletic competition. So let me explain 4 components of how a champion thinks using the acronym BEST. Remember these 4 components before each performance, and you'll be well on your way to performing your best.
Now, this is why I wanted to share this, because I want to break down something real quick, all right? Because what he's about to say is something that we have to kind of push past, but I want y'all to look at this. Let's go.
Years ago, a Japanese general stopped at a religious shrine before a battle. After praying with his men, the general took out a coin and said, "I shall now toss this coin. If it lands on heads, we shall win. If tails, we shall lose. Destiny will now reveal itself." He flipped the coin, and the men watched intently as it landed. It was heads. The soldiers were overjoyed and rushed into battle, feeling invincible despite being outnumbered. After the victory, a lieutenant turned to the general and said, "It was meant to be. No one can change destiny." "Quite right," the general said, as he showed the lieutenant the coin with heads on both sides. The first letter in our BEST acronym stands for belief. Champions go into every competition believing that success is inevitable. Like those Japanese soldiers, success seems like destiny.
As Mama Margarita says, we shall win, but let's look at the components of that.
But how can anyone develop such a strong belief when failure is a real possibility? The short answer? Trust your training. A champion doesn't doubt his or her ability because they believe that they've worked harder than anyone else going into a competition.
So now we can stop it right there. I'm going to stop it right there. Now, because like for Gye-Nyame, we replace belief in the player's pyramid, because belief, we have a lot of people that believe. We got a lot of people that's operating on a belief, right? And for us, a belief is not enough. For an athlete, belief is not enough, right? Like my man said, you have to trust in your training, not just believe you're going to win. Some of us believe we're going to get rich. Some of us believe everything's going to be okay. Some of us just believe. But in our culture, we don't talk about belief. We talk about faith, right? Faith, right? Which is belief and action. Not just action after you formulate the belief, but the actions that led up to the event that you were going to participate in. Now, I love the story about the Japanese general because I want you to understand this. During that time, it was very religious. So the general went in and did all of the religious rites with the soldiers. May have cried, may have prayed, they bowed at the temple. Bad situation. And he used the energy of these individuals' belief, right? Also with the training that they had went through. And he used a double-headed coin to increase not only their belief, but to plug in to that faith so that they could move out and be victorious. And I'm challenging you today, right? Because like I said, what training do you have to justify your belief in what it is that you're doing? What training are you undergoing on a regular basis to justify the belief that you have? And look around you at some of the people and be clear on whether they are having illusions, because if you just believe something but you are not doing the training to move into that, if you are not doing the study to move into that, if you are not doing the movements to move into that, if you have not changed the areas of your life in order to move into that, you're operating strictly on belief. And that's not good. What we need to activate in our community is the first step in the player's pyramid. The last, in the way we practice it, the last principle, the base of the pyramid of the Nguzo Saba, and that's faith. First, having faith in ourselves, faith in our teachers, faith in our abilities, faith in our training and practice. Then we can move up to the next step of the pyramid, which I'm not going to talk about right now, but I just kind of wanted to cover that because that, that story, I love them stories, right? And I love the way that general was able to use the belief of the individuals, right? And eliminate their doubts and get them to not only trust in their training, but to trust in their destiny to win, which we have to believe in. We have to believe in our destiny to win. But if we are not practicing the things that are necessary for us to win, and not only win, to carry on afterwards, because the battle and the fight is one thing, but managing the territory that you achieve when you do win is something else. Are we in preparation? Because it's a lot of us talking about, boom, 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 overcoming injustice and overcoming and making America a better place. But are we preparing ourselves not only for the battle to come, but for the battle to keep it afterwards? One of the things I constantly remind myself of, and like I said, I love stories, and one of my favorite stories in the Bible, in the Hebraic tradition, is the story of David and Solomon. David was a hell of a warrior. As a matter of fact, David built everything that built the wealth of Solomon, who, according to those scriptures, was the richest man in the world, the richest and the wisest man in the world. But Solomon would have been nothing unless his father, he wouldn't be nothing if his father did not get out and handle the business. Solomon was able to run the nation after David won the nation. Let me say it again. Solomon was only able to run the nation after David won the nation. You know what I'm saying? And in many aspects, many of us have to look at ourselves as a David type figure in our community. We are going to have to win, but we have to prepare our young people to rule. It was said David couldn't build the temple because his hands was too bloody. My hands too bloody. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some of y'all hands is too bloody to actually get in there and run the actual mechanism. But we can start preparing the next generation to do that. But we have to have faith in ourselves, faith in our abilities. We have to be practicing and preparing ourselves for that. But hey, enough of that. It's time for us to get to the toast. Where my toast screen at? Anime, are you ready? Anime? Why you do that, Anime? Why would you do that, Anime? My God, Anime. Oh my God. Anime tripping, boy. Anime, I ask you again. Are you ready? Alright, she ready for the toast. She stalled us out for a second so we could get everything together. Thank you, Anime, for your foresight. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to drink on some of this ambrosia. All right? We're going to do our toast. Time for the toast, family. Time for the toast. Grab your glass. Grab your health drink. Hopefully, you know, like I said, I've been taking my vitamins, getting ready for my fast, and I hope y'all ready, because I'm going to be suffering next week. So I'm going to get it in this weekend. I'm going to get it in. But anyway, it's time for us to do this toast. So let me go to the toasting screen. There we go. Boom. So first off, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator by whatever name you choose to call your Creator. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, we move and we lift up our glass and we salute. We salute. You ready? We salute our personal ancestors. We lift up our glass to our personal ancestors. And of course, I'm going to run through the list right now. as it stands. We got Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert Tex, Anna Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gaston, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Finn, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pimenel, No More X, Pet Mott, Rob Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Agenie, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofor, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Dick L. Pulley and the Luxor Brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Patrick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, John Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Frisk Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mildred Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Will, Levita Farmer, Ago Susu, Sheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Asbury, Harry Asbury Sr., Linda Dixon, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther, Keisha LaReese, Linda Watson Hamlin, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Orange, Booker T. Bolton, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, I changed the screen and changed my mind. Thornton. I'm going to start with Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, Jane Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Vester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Edama Ted Webman, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Peter Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenna Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, George Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russ, Diddy Monares, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We got William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basiki Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFritis Hines, Ines Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scatterbury, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Ida Candy, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles D. Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Merriman Sr., Sam Merriman Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Carter Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, R.G. Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Linder, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Harper, Irene Johnson, Francis Bruce Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donnie Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Kristen Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Euler and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Harriet Tell McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron, Baby Hatch, at Senior, Mally Miller, Housing Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Nidhi Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Dawson. Oh, Lord. Michael Slade, Richard Dawson. Somewhere around here. Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alvis Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls here in West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Ben Vaughn, John Dewey, Root Beer, Tim Butler, Raymond Lloyd Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr. I'm getting stuck around here. Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis. Let me just go to the list. Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russ, Don Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Neville Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javan McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Anthony H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broaders, Reginald Ivan, Mazarin Coper, George Swan, and Monty Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Shirley Morgan, Sybil Evans McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We got Joella Giles, James Carswell. We got Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Christina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff. I'm Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jepson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott, Sr. We got Elder Clarence Lump, Elizabeth Johnson. We got Mr. Dorn, Johanna, Jasonda Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry S. II, Fannie Ann Webb, Dan Walton, L.L.T. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton. We got Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Cream Mackey. Got Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Towson, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Jessica Carl White, Desi Woods, T.L.R. Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Arnold Hopkins, Edward Wester, Alice Wester, R.B. Wester, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton. We got William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stewart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Gisela Murrow, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Murrow, Sylvester Foster, James Liz Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Glass Coper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth the Dime. We got Saber Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Mentor. We got Mary Smith, Juanette Florence Stitt-Gill, Carl William Duncan Jr., Jenny Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nicey, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Levonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, we got Craig Lee Jones, Granny Bueller, Papa Al Reese, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Gale, Lashonda Jamar, Leroy Raleigh, Mona Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves again. We got Pam Johnson, Vera Reeves Fisher, Jared Johnson McCallum, also known as Mama Moon. We got Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Albert, Donna Brooks, Barbara Moses out of Spade, Eric Branson, Eric Winston, Darren Bridget, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny. We got Charles Stevenson Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keat, Lena Shepard, Brett L. Willard, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson. We got William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge, Daisy Woolfolk, Frederick Smith, James and Amanda Baldwin, Linda Williams, Sally Williams, Vivian Stevenson, Irene Harris, Callie Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Mrs. Bertha Walker, Mrs. Bertha Walker, Tony Ogletree, Grandma Marguerite, Tracy Emery, Hassan Abdul Razak, Vivian Johnson, and B.J. Jones family. Once again, we have completed it. We lift up our glass. We salute each and every last one of our ancestors as we do. And with that, we give a mighty shout of Ashe. Now, family, where do we go? Right now, we are in the present moment of Ujima. Today is Ujima. We are in the moment of Ujima, and I ask each and every last one of y'all out there, every last one of my toasters, those that's on the journey, I ask you to open up your reticular formation and seek out Ujima. And for those who are confused and don't understand what I'm talking about and trying to understand, be like, I'm trying to keep up with y'all. There you go. Go to the free GNJeCourse.com, free GNJeCourse.com. Go on, sign up. You know what I'm saying? Get on the mailing list and get some information. All right? It's a 7-day free e-course. It'll come to you. All you got to do is check your email. It'll be right there in the box. Brother Hatim will walk you right through all of the steps, right? at least to start, get you started, right? So we lift up our glass, we salute this present moment, the power of this moment. We remember the power of this moment. For those that don't speak the language, Ujima means collective work and responsibility. And also, I forgot to do this. I want to give all of the Ujima born a round of applause. We got collective work and responsibility. That's what Ujima mean. Righteousness is the meiotic law. Respect is what we teach the young people. In the M7, blue is the color. As you can see, I had to change because I had on green. Well, at least I'm ready for the mall because I got all my green stuff laid out. Vibration is the hermetic law. Male name for the day is Kwaku. Female name is Akua. Now, tonight we will be doing blunt talk, and the subject will be Kevin Samuels talk about the high value, the high value man. And we're going to do the high value man versus the African centered high value man. You know what I'm saying? And look at what we need for our community, right? So that's going to be a major discussion. So y'all need to go and get on the lines. Y'all need to get people on it. We need to have this conversation, family. We need to have this conversation. From there, family, we lift up our glass. We salute this present moment and the power in this moment and our ability to build in this moment, our ability to master this moment and squeeze out all the time within it and create space, right? And create space and move our borders outward, right? We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, we move to our future generations. We toast our children's children on to infinity as we do every day. Family, I can't wait to see what they become. And I can't wait to see what we leave them, right? We got to leave them more than what we got because we lost a lot. We got a lot to gain, right? So we lift up our glass to our future generations. We toast them in advance so that they will remember us and toast us. We lift up our glass and we say, from there, family, we lift up our glass and we move from our future generations to all of our relations, and we toast all of our relations. We raise our glass high and we salute and we say Ashe. From there, we take a moment right now to send out energy, balanced energy to the friends and families around us, to our extended tribe, our extended family. You know what I'm saying? We send out that energy, that healing energy, that energy for those that might be out there suffering, right? We want to send out that energy and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to that selfish toast. This is about you now. What is it that you need? As we talked about earlier, what is it that you need right now to move towards your greatness? What is it right now in this moment that you need to move towards your greatness? We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, we move to that tribal toast. Family, who is the title is what it is, Brother Kwame. The title is what it is. But Kwame said the high value man versus the man of high value. Ooh, that was good. That was good. We're going to have to start running the titles of the show by Brother Kwame because that shit was good. But anyway, we lift up our glass, family, and we salute our tribe. My tribe is Gye-Nyame. Lift up your tribe. We lift it up and we say, Ashe. Last but not least, I'm going to toast the most magnificent, most beautiful, the wisest, and the bravest individual in the room. I lift my glass up to you and we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And I'm not going to hold you because I did my shit at the beginning. So, family, you're going to have, and as we say, make it a great day. Brother Kwame say, make it a superlative, right? Make it. That's the key. Make it, right? You in the moment. You in Ujima. Hold on to that. When you start getting depressed, when you start getting angry, ground yourself in the moment. Ground yourself in the moment, right? It works. This brother Tim, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? That's right. I'm out.